Hello, greetings. This is Enoch Noel from Pambasco TV Online. We just want to say hi to each and everyone around there, and we wanted to welcome you, Pambasco TV Online. Once again, it's Enoch Noel, and behind the camera, there is a Fran Juanet. I hope everyone out there is doing well. I know here in Canada we are enjoying snow. It's snowing. I'm sure those who are driving, they have winter tires and everything is all right. And I hope that in Uganda, after the election, when the opposition claims that the votes were rigged, we hope peace will be obtained, and we hope everything will be all right. And yay, exciting! Tomorrow the new government of the United States takes over. Yeah, chaos is gonna be over. Now the new administration is coming in, and I'm sure many of the citizens around the world, they are happy and they are ready to celebrate. So once again, we wanted to say welcome. That's what we wanted to give you a little bit on what's trending around. I hope you're going to be able to enjoy our program today. So uh, without spending much time, I wanted to discuss, or to share with you what has been going on around the world with the coronavirus. We've been trying to look around to correct the information and see in our world of, pandemic coronavirus, how are we coping with, the situation. Many hospitals, overloaded with the patients, some running out of beds and so on. So in a brief, we want to see some few people around the world who are taking action, or who are spreading the kindness, or who are helping those who are affected mostly. It's always good to recognize those who contribute to our communities or our countries or our world, because it's good to be recognized in that way. So without delay, we are going to start. Actually, I'm going to start with one of my favorite person. There is a Pastor Matt here in Wararu. He's a pastor in Green Acres Baptist Church. After he saw how coronavirus has affected everything, many families, they have no meals on the table, others, the service have been cut. He decided that he will be delivering food to the families, mostly who are affected by the pandemic. See, I know there are so many people who are doing wonderful, those who are contributing towards, our families during this pandemic. But we wanted to recognize him because that kind of gold, that's actually the real pastor we need, especially in this pandemic. So once again, wanted to say thank you, Pastor Matt. You are spreading the love of God, actually, because remember Jesus said the greatest commandment is love, each and everyone. So what Matt is doing is love as Jesus recommended. So we say, keep it up and God keep blessing you. Yeah, so we look in Australia. In Australia, after, pandemic was hit, many people, they are trying to go in a store, buy food, and mostly vulnerable, like elderly, they when they go there, sometimes they end up with no food. So they decided to set few hours in the morning for the seniors or for the elderly people, to make sure this during pandemic they get food. So that's the way that the business people, or those who have store that sells people, that they can support here. So these Australian, they said, what, We have realized that these people, they are, they are not sometimes getting food. Sometimes they get in a store when the food have finished, because everyone needs food. So they decide to set those a few hours early in the morning to make sure they, the seniors or the elderly, or those vulnerable, they come and buy their food and they get the food. So I also want to say thank you, and that's the kind of service needed in this pandemic time. So keep it up, Australia. You're doing great. Also, in UK, so many organizations, I mean, so many companies, they closed to they closed some, to like to stop making their regular products, so they can be able to manufacture, masks, so that each and everyone can get one, to make sure, uh, corona doesn't, spread a lot. So you see, like if someone has been making millions of dollars and decided, what, it's time to focus on the making masks. So that's the crucial service, which are so important to, to you, British, or even, I'm sure their product, are exported everywhere. So those are the kind of the contribution which we need to recognize and say, UK, keep it up. We also go to South Africa. There is a choir there. I think it's called a Soweto choir or something. See, for them, when they saw how the coronavirus is, destroying everything, they came up, creating or composing songs or music to give courage to those who are most affected, telling them that, what, stay strong. This will be over and everything will be all right. See, they spread those encouragement through songs and in news and so on. We also wanted to say thank you. What they do is very important, especially in this pandemic time. We go to Singapore. The Singapore government has decided, in order to stand in solidarity with its citizens, they are going to cut 1 month salary government, to the staff members. You see, the government recognizes that, the citizens, they are mostly affected, and they decided all of them, they should cut 1 month salary to help their citizens. So see, that's the kind of, actually, the government I would, like to encourage around the world, cut maybe 2 weeks or, 1 month or 2 months, help your citizens, make sure no one starves. So Singapore is, standing firm and is standing solidarity with those who are mostly affected with coronavirus. Also in France, as people, they go through quarantines, the citizens who are, who are not affected by pandemic, they try to deliver, surprise to those who are in isolation, to those who are, in far away, who can't be contacted with other people. And actually, I read that some, they have dogs, and those who are not affected, they try to take them, to walk them out. See, those are all the humanitarians, the kindness and the love, and standing in solidarity with those who are affected by coronavirus. I will end up in Kenya, because I have touched in so many parts of the world. In Kenya, I'll talk about Innocent. Innocent is a Burundian who fled to Kenya, to one of the biggest refugee camp in Kenya, Kakuma. He became an innovator, for making soap. And when Corona hit, he realized that they actually, the people need the soap to wash their hands, to make sure they stay clean, trying to prevent the virus and so on. And then the production got a big market. But he realized as the market grows bigger, also people, they don't have money because some of them are out of work. He decided to cut the price of the soap so that, those who are in need of soap can get them. So he was recognized by United Nations and other many organizations as a refugee, living from Burundi, living in Kenya, giving out soap. I mean, giving cutting the price of the soap so that each and everyone can get a soap. That's an extraordinary work that people can do too. So, in brief, this is what I wanted to to share with you, with those. I know there are so many here in Canada, in the US, and all over who are contributing towards helping the people affected by coronavirus. But those are the few. In the future, maybe others will be able also talk about them. But these are the few people that we have decided to share with you about. Once again, this is Pambasco TV Online. My name is Enoch Noel. Hey, remember, tomorrow it's America's inauguration. The new administration is coming in. So stay tuned. We'll be updating you what's will be going on there. We know security, it's tight, and they brought so many military because there are a lot of threat about Biden's, so let's stay tuned, but we'll be able to follow each and everything step by step. So remember to like, to share, and subscribe. That's how you can support Pambasco TV Online to move forward. God bless you, and ciao.